Card Quest, a game original in many aspects, although possibly not that name. Working title? No, well, once you get past this you find something of a diamond in the rough, at least for some player audiences, including myself. You play three pretty standard RPG classes, a wizard, a rogue, a warrior. There's a tutorial, which I skipped over because I hate tutorials. I always skip over them. Although it probably would have saved me some confusion later in the game as things pick up and seem a little complicated at first. After you get past the title screen, you're asked to pick between three different levels, though the Enchanted Forest doesn't seem to be working right now, probably because this game is still in early access. Once you've picked a level and a class, you're given different cards depending on the character that you play as, though a few of the cards seem to carry over from class to class, and the gameplay basics stay the same throughout all three of these classes, which really helps to ease the learning curve. When I first started playing this game, I thought it was going to be a really quick, short little game that I played for like an hour or two at most. At first I played the wizard class. I almost always start any RPG as some kind of spellcaster. As I learned and became familiar with the basic strategies, I really started to enjoy myself. Card Quest really managed to pull off a difficulty level that usually results in me wanting to throw my screen at a wall while managing to stay fun and kept me engaged. At first I kept getting stuck on the first round and didn't even realize that this game went any further than that until I played as some of the other classes and realized just how far the story could go. The other two classes I personally found a lot easier. The rogue has so many defensive cards, it's sometimes hard to even take damage with them. Though when a hit does land on him, you really do feel it because he has a limited amount of hit points. And the warrior has even more defensive options, and he also has a lot of hit points. Though he often lacks much in the way of offensive cards, and it can take him a long way to get through some of even the basic fights, but if you have the patience for the warrior, he's definitely a great pick. I thought maybe the wizard was a little underpowered, though checking the Steam community forums for other people's opinions, I think that it all just comes down to a matter of opinions and playstyle, as many people said they found him to be one of the strongest characters once you get used to him. The graphics at first can be slightly uncomfortable, and they feel dated back to the era of MS-DOS games, though I definitely think this is the style that the developers are going for here, and on that note they did an excellent job at modernizing such an outdated style, and the user interface feels extremely natural and easy to use. The sprites all have some basic animations, the sound and music in this game are well made, and I haven't felt the need to mute the audio yet. It's unobtrusive for the most part. Overall, I've really enjoyed this game. I've sunk 5 hours into it already, and since it's extremely easy to pick up and jump into a game even if you don't have much time to play, I'm sure I'm going to sink even more time into it in the future. The $8.79 price tag also feels very fair and well worth it. Keep in mind this game is in early access, and it would seem more changes are on their way, so that price may change at some point in the future. I give this game a 7 out of 10 as is, and it's well worth checking out if you like a good card RPG and the art style is up your alley. Though this title definitely isn't for everyone, I think it will be well received by its intended target audiences, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for Card Quest.